sort of powerful. It's the only time in my life I ever do. I promise you that. So, welcome back to our middle bit, which, as always, as tradition has it, is our special guest. Now, we've had some fantastic people, and tonight is absolutely no exception. I've not seen Meri perform, but she was recommended to me by someone who you might have heard of, Mr. J.B. Barrington, the wonderful supporter, sports sport of the Sleaford Mods, as he keeps on reminding me. So he showed me some of Meri's stuff, and she's absolutely fantastic. She's a poet. She's a blimey, that scared me. She's a that's all right, Richard. No, no. You know, I love sharing the stage, as you know. So, as I was saying. We have a wonderful, wonderful guest act. She's a poet, she's an actress, she's written and worked for the BBC, she supported The Fall, for fuck's sake! Oh my God! And she's about to do a show about David Bowie, so please welcome to the stage the absolutely brilliant Meriel Malone!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to begin by apologising for being underdressed for the occasion.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Victor Meldrew in the house. Yes. In the background. To you, man, I'm sorry I don't remember people's names very well here, but I've changed around my set list order twice since walking through the door because I like to try and interact with the audience as best as I can, because I like to entertain people and have the same vibe going on as people. And the man that said that he wrote a poem on the way here tonight, what's his name? Gavin, hiya. So thanks for that. You've just made me change it a second time. So I'm going to start my set with a poem that I wrote on my way to a gig in Blackpool, home of your man Robert Smith, of course. Check the red lipstick, thank you. I'm sure he does it better than me. And this is called Leave Us on the Line. On the train going past folks and their lives, I could leave it all behind, like conversations overheard, like falling flies, cutting ties and twisting knives. This train does not always run on time. No announcements except from automated spies. My head implodes. What's that noise? A sonic boom? No. This carriage rocks fake royalty to stolen sleep all around me as I sit awake and dream. I saw a house out the window. Maybe it was once mine. Who knows? We all blur by so fast. So all aboard and carry me away, chanting, nothing ever lasts, nothing ever lasts, nothing ever lasts, nothing ever lasts, nothing ever lasts. I have a theory that we've all got an awareness of a lady called Maureen. There's in any payroll department, I'm sure that things are changing. I've been messing about being an actress and a poet for the past 10 years. I actually retired in August, and so this is my first gig back, so thank you very much for that. But when I was back working in my old job, I noticed that job after job, there was always a lady in the accounts or payroll department called Maureen, and she frightens me to death. She's just the epitome of everything that I am afraid of turning into. So this poem is called Maureen in Payroll, and I hope that you know her. 25 rolls and a bag of rebels a day, I can spot it in the yellow suns of your eyes. Oh Maureen, 14 and a half years in payroll and pencil skirts were issued way too tight. But I need you anyway, oh Maureen, I think I'm turning into you. Oh Maureen, I think I'm turning into you, oh Maureen, what can I do? Now the rain hammers down on the artificially lit ceiling, the lights buzz persistently in this sick building. 14 and a half years, dreaming of biannual packages to Mallorca, and life don't taste quite like what it ought to. And Maureen, I'm so into you. Oh Maureen, I think I'm turning into you. Oh Maureen, what can I do? 17 years old and living with our Dave, terracotta kitchen and a baby on the way, 10p coupons off your usual weekly shop. Don't neglect the pension plan for when it all stops. Oh Maureen, I think I'm turning into you. Oh Maureen, I think I'm turning into you. Oh Maureen, oh Maureen, oh Maureen, what can I do? I wrote this poem around the time that the Sophie Foundation was created, and this is called Stella, and it resonates with me. My daughter, who funnily enough is with me tonight, Libby, that's done my wonderful backdrop here. She was 5 months old at the time, and I didn't have anybody to look after my, at the time, baby at the gig for the Sophie Foundation. And so my baby girl sat in the arms of Sophie's mother whilst I performed this poem. Although it faded, the light still reaches me. How can something glow when it no longer exists? We're all energy, we're all atoms. We all drift in the darkness of space. It takes time calculated by heavenly accounts. So the earth still spins and life goes on. Keep your chin up so as to witness the stars. Light pollution is as man-made as smog and acid rain. But somehow, if you really concentrate, if you truly open your eyes, you'll see it. All them stars, residual energy, provides the twinkle in certain folks' eyes. They're not there solid as the moon ruling the tides, nor the sun sucking us in yet encouraging growth. But they did still exist, and we can still see them. So I wonder, as they look down upon us, what they were once thinking. I wonder if they're gathering again, pulling themselves to gravity, like us, atoms compacted, exploding, vibrating and colliding. And now my children sing, and I recall the words kept safe in my subconscious for what seems like light years. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Poetry is such a powerful thing, isn't it? I sort of came into it because I was a lyricist for different bands, and I saw a performance poet called Kane White who was absolutely awesome, and it sort of turned me on to poetry as a different vehicle of us expressing ourselves, because poetry can be so subjective, and it can cover everything. And you know, I think ultimately it's about sharing. And so I'd sort of like to sort of confessionally briefly share something with you before my next poem, which is called Fair Use, which is that I used to be addicted to the band Free, but I'm all right now. Thank you very much, I'm here all week. Is anybody else laughing and nervous? I do. Right, Fair Use. Please let me remember this, because I haven't got a copy of it with me. Fair use is a term used to do with copyrighting, how much you can rip off of somebody else's material without it being blatantly obvious and you're getting prosecuted for it. To me, that's an analogy for love, but I'm twisted. I don't need your PPI, your cutthroat price, your not so pucker pies, your special offers that end tonight, your story tablet with backlight. This is no ordinary want. It's too expensive. It's too much. I haven't had an accident in the past 5 years. That wasn't my fault. That wasn't sincere. I don't like your left out samples, your expensive taste and underlying examples. I don't buy your bad chuffing moves. No celebrity chef endorsed stock cubes or your chicken and sage and onion stuff it. Your blah 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 blah. You're loving it. Filled to the brim of your bespoke heads. Well, it says on the chin and head at the back of the shed. Monsters made of holly made false made me biscuits and bread and consumer service better than sliced bread and added bleach and aspartame because I'm worth it. It rots my brain and Christmas is nearly here again and we shall play the same board game. Your weekends in Paris, your reruns of Dallas, and I am embarrassed by anything ever released by Travis. Try something new today. It'll help you work, rest and play. I can't believe that it's not better. Take your spray can effect and go and get her. Say it with flowers, say it in so, say baba boom and off I'll go. Cause I know what I don't want. I just don't know what I do. Terms and conditions apply. Offer ending soon. So it's somebody else's birthday today apart from Queenie Smith, isn't it? This is called Real Britannia. Deep in the valley of closed down mines lives a dark population of closed down minds. From the windows of tower blocks where the girls let down their hair, where the boys let you down. I do not despair because I'm proud to be British and I'll tell you this for free. I like smoke-charred buildings, they're not so pleasant and green. The hidden workings, the cogs in the machine, the whole horse behind the throne and the arms of the throne. Every Polish taxi driver, each kebab shop late at night, issuing my gyros, cleaning up my shite, dealing with my ramblings and guarding my nightclub doors, the bread upon the table and never expecting more. Every Sunday open hour at the corner shop, each pregnant pause that I can give to those who never stop. Deep in the valley, a revolution unseen. Our future's bright, technicolor. God, save the Queen. This is called I Thought the Line in the World Won. Smart cars, smartphones, killer bees, work drones. I don't want to be alone, I don't want to be alone. Left wing, right wing, everything is nothing. The devil's in the detail, the devil's in the detail. Red light, red card, red lips, red scars. Why does it have to be so hard? Why does it have to be so hard? Lights on, no one's home, lights out. Take me home, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. I saw a butterfly singe its wings in the night. Its patterns worn into my eyes. Bad day, good night. I'm going to do one more for you if that's okay with everybody. It's going to be Nuclear Times because it's the first poem, deliberate poem that I ever wrote. People seem to like it, so yeah, it's right in it. Are you consumed with boredom? Does the politics do your head in? Watching porn at 4 AM and rerunning the video of your wedding? As your house sleeps underground, why can you not rest? When you take that second look, did you settle for second best?
This feeling that you get like being drained and hollow, waiting for the sun to rise and swallow the dark. Will you feel better tomorrow? Can you see Pegasus in your palm with flesh melting from bare bones? What is this fallout shelter except a temporary home? It moves rapidly, so silently, it's coming to take your life. Nothing recall but a blast of light from the resentment flashing in her eyes, and that cloud gathers, mushrooms upwards, looming directly over your head, casting an ungodly shadow upon the land that you attempt to tread. So go to ground, yeah, crawl to her, on your hands and knees. What's that burning sensation in your eyes but tears of disbelief? Conspiracy and secrecy, denial and instigation. Nothing grows on barren land after the devastation. It's 4 a.m. and once again you're wide-eyed as she slumbers. How much longer can you hold your breath while she still holds you under? You can run, you cannot hide, but wait, you might see it when it's coming. Discover outer space, yeah, walk away and finally stop running. They say there's a 4-minute warning, but you go mad if you knew your fate. She's got her finger on the button like some terrorist and you can't negotiate. She'll keep on driving that final nail in, even though you've not quite yet died. So watch out, here comes another fallout. We live in nuclear times. Thank you very much.
Meri Malone, it's her again. Fantastic. Brilliant. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to have another 10-minute break.